What's going on, boxing fans? There you have it. Canelo Alvarez knocks out Caleb Plant in the 11th round. What a fight. What a fight. Got caught, got caught with a overhand, looked like a hook, a left hook. And Caleb Plant couldn't recover. And that was all she wrote. But what a fight. Looked like Caleb Plant gave Canelo two. He just stood in that pocket too long and got two. Man, what a fight. What a fight. Come on in, man. This is crazy. Man. Oh man. I was like, he was in there. What's going on, Britt? What's going on? It's me, Britain, man. Oh, good fight. Good fight. I mean, right up to the 11th round. But you know what? They started doing that whitewash shit, by giving the Canelo all the rounds and shit, even though he don't see, he save up his energy. Let's see. Let's see what you said. What you say? Well, hold on. He said he had a round and a half to go. I know. I know. But he wasn't going to win a decision. You saw that. You saw how they started tightening up the rounds and stuff. Canelo came on at the end, but shit, he lost all the first early part of the round. He lost, but he didn't have to worry about that. I know they were just trying to make up because he wasn't throwing that much. He was waiting for the later rounds, waiting for Caleb Plant to gas out. But I mean, he started hitting him to the body, his signature moves. You know what I'm saying? Around the seven, and he still wasn't effective in the seven. I say around maybe the ninth. He won the eighth. You know what I'm saying? The ninth, he started coming on strong, but you know what I'm saying? The way they had it scored, bro. Caleb Plant was up on that at least. I had him up at least 7 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And that was just easy. That was just because Canelo activity, man. He did. He was just wasn't throwing. You know what I'm saying? He hit here and there. He would clamp Canelo on the ropes here and there, but you know what I'm saying? He just wasn't doing enough. And you know what I'm saying? I just think they kind of whitewashed that. He had to knock out Caleb Plant, and by my estimation, but Caleb Plant was slowing down. Caleb was up, man. He was definitely up, but the way the announcers got, they wasn't even acknowledging Caleb Plant work there at the end. I mean, they both went to the body, but they was just talking about Canelo body work, even though the very clips that they showed Caleb Plant going to the body too. So it was just interesting how they counted his work and dismissed counted Canelo's work and dismissed uh, Caleb Plant work. And that's how they were whitewashing it, and they were trying to make it look like Caleb Plant, what I'm saying, was behind something. And I just started, that's when my spirit started going down. Then I saw Caleb Plant starting to slow down. What's going on, my brother? How you say that? Chippy Squirmwood. Yeah. What you said now? Caleb was not up. Yeah, he was up. He was up. He was definitely up. Anybody. I mean, that's not even biased, bro. Come on now. I mean, you saw him getting out boxed, bro. Canelo didn't come on at least until the seventh to eighth round. You know what I'm saying? All the other rounds, he was just banging here and there, on the ropes. And that's not even just being biased. I mean, you could clearly see that. Okay, and Caleb, he was blocking. You could see from the clips he was missing a lot of the punches. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to give it to Canelo, but you could see when they did it in slow motion, he was missing the punches. I was like, this is embarrassing, bro. But he's a troll. Oh, okay. Okay. So you can see he was missing a lot of the punches. He had to knock out Caleb Plant, in my estimation. You know, uh, you know what I'm saying? I don't know when Caleb Plant, I know he did stop standing in front of Canelo, and that was a big mistake. Uh, he should have kept mixing it up like he did. But I think that round where he went toe to toe kind of kind of tore him back a little bit because it was I think it was right maybe around the seventh, the sixth round. Canelo was looking nervous. Yeah, yeah, and you heard what's the name saying he couldn't maintain the pace. Eddie Reynoso, he was saying just relax. He was telling Canelo to relax, and I was like, okay, well maybe Canelo gonna have to like dig deep and pull it. He did. That's exactly what he did. He dug deep, and of course you can see the experience. Uh, we always say all us boxing heads, saying that experience matters. Man, here's where he kept his composure, and he reminded me of Duran. You know what I'm saying? But Duran, who just never worried about, you know, he just never worried, what I'm saying, about what was going on. He just had confidence in what he was gonna do to you. And so he said he should have went toe to toe. Well, that he needed to do. Well, I think that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to find the confidence. I think he was trying to find the confidence because you could see him inching, in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? But every time Canelo reset and start doing his little bounce, you never know when he's going to spring, do that spring trap thing and go to the body. You know what I'm saying? With them haymakers and stuff. But you know, it's just interesting to see that haymaker style throughout the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's you say should not have. I mean, oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Well, I think he just went toe to toe, but he didn't smother the punches because I see him do it. I seen him do it a couple of times where Canelo loaded up, but he went in and he smothered the punch like Andre Ward would have done. But sometimes he just got there. He just got too late. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He just seemed to, I guess as he got tired and more fatigued, you know what I'm saying, he just made more mistakes, miscalculating the distance on the haymaker and things. But Canelo was tired too. Canelo was absolutely tired, but he just kept going with what he knows. His arsenal is very simplified. So, he didn't make a lot of adjustments, you know what I'm saying? Because Caleb Plant was slowing down. And you know, he hits real hard. And I think that was the difference, in in the fight. Canelo could take his punches, but you know, Caleb Plant couldn't take Canelo punches. And he just stood there too long. You said what you say, it's me, Britain. You said right, but that's the last round. He couldn't keep up. What was he doing, Caleb? Yeah, I just think he was. I think he was tired. I think he was fatigued. I think he was trying to keep his poker face on, but you could tell by his body language. You could tell by Caleb's body language that he was running down. Kind of like that you category fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call Caleb a front runner. You know what I'm saying? Because the stamina thing kind of showed up. You know what I'm saying? And I know the body blows kind of helped with that. Yeah, I think he was tired, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he looks wonderful, even in all his fights. He always look. You can't fuck with him in the first half of the fight. You know what I'm saying? You just can't touch him. And then, what I'm saying, round, it's just like Zab Judah when he fought Floyd Mayweather. The first 6 rounds, you couldn't fuck with Zab Judah. He was catching Floyd with all kind of shit. And what I'm saying, then goddamn round 7, round 6, Zab Judah was looking ordinary. You know what I'm saying? He was starting to get caught, walk down, and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what happened with Caleb Plant. I think he's the superior skilled boxer, but he's just not durable, in the second half. And I don't know what they could have done to fix something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they could have done to prepare him to get his stamina right. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the old days, they used to take a ball and slam it, in your stomach, to get you ready for those body blows. And you know, of course they do cardio for the stamina. I just don't know, bro. But Canelo, he had stamina problems too. So I don't know how. Well, I guess we do know how he got stamina, you know, to keep going like this because Canelo, even when he was younger, he ran out of steam. You know, so what I'm saying. We already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Is that I am learning. I'm learning cardio is what makes Mayweather stand. Yeah, well, that and Mayweather never stops working out. You know what I'm saying? He's the type. There's certain athletes. You know what I'm saying? They dedicate their life. It takes a lot, like a Jordan or a Kobe Bryant. These people have terrible social lives. It's what I'm saying because they dedicate themselves to their craft. While everybody else is out there, with wives, girlfriends, and what I'm saying? They're working out. They're working on their game. They're working on free throws. So in the gym, what I'm saying? These guys sacrifice, their social life, you know what I'm saying, to be the best at their craft, you know what I'm saying? And that's what sets a Mayweather apart, the dedication to the sport, the craziness, because can you imagine how crazy that is to just do boxing 24/7, you know what I'm saying, all your life working on different shit, you know what I'm saying, and just becoming the best, but you don't know nothing else. That's why he's training now. Caleb didn't stop working out, but Mayweather runs 8 miles. Well, with Caleb, I don't know. It just the gear. I don't know what he could have done, man, to keep his stamina up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe eat a juicy steak. I don't know. Maybe he should have had a juicy steak. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that would have helped him. You just said, I don't know. Don't see nobody else doing that. Yeah. Man. I mean, I just don't know what he could have done, bro, because I could see him slowing down, but I thought maybe that was part of the game plan. I thought maybe going, maybe he was gambling that what you said, Miles. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. That's why he the best, man. But I don't know. I don't know. Look like I don't know what Caleb could have done, man. But I thought that was part of the game plan for him to go in there and try Canelo, you know what I'm saying, to try to get him up out of there. I thought maybe he was going to go for the knockout. Maybe that's what he was trying to do, and maybe that was, and he just got clipped. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what he was going to try to get going, and yeah, he got caught with the same shit. Billy Joe Saunders got caught with. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? He got caught with the same uppercut, leaning over, leaning over to the side, just like Billy Joe Saunders. That is something is what is up with that? But that's that Raw, I believe. You know what I'm saying? For him what I'm saying? I don't want to take away from the man's victory, you know what I'm saying? But I never seen Canelo had that much stamina, what I'm saying, in the fight. Yeah, he was tired, bro. He was tired. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the I think Canelo ain't never had that kind of stamina, bro. And they know it. His fans know it. They know it. You know what I'm saying? They know it. Because there ain't no way you're gonna gain more stamina as you get. It's kind of like Pacquiao, going up from 102, you know what I'm saying, and then just knocking out everybody in between, all the way up. You know what I'm saying? That's just, that crap ain't happening, bro. That just ain't happening. But it's, he now Canelo is the undisputed uh, world champion at 168 in a full belt era. Of course, we don't like the way he got the belt from David Benavidez, but what I'm saying? We can't we got to can't hate the game, man. It's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way they set it up so he could be successful. Um, good fight for Caleb Plant. He went out there and he showed a lot of heart. He wasn't scared. You know what I'm saying? He was just outgunned. What you say? I am. See if he's going to fight him. Oh, he ain't gonna fight no damn David Benavidez. You can forget that. You can forget that. Mm. David Benavidez is real. You see that? Real, real recognize real. You know what I'm saying? Real recognize real. And he knows David Benavidez. He knows he's not gonna fight Jamal Charlo. You know what I'm saying? But if he do fight them guys, he's got them PEDs down to the science. I believe. I believe he got it down to the science because he's not gonna fight. He's not gonna fight unless he can fight on his schedule, and that's because he knows how to cycle and stuff. He's not gonna fight unless he's you know what I'm saying. Just like Caleb Plant wanted to test out for 10, I think it was 12 weeks, and Canelo said no. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you see, that's my point. You see, yeah. So boxing is different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, man. He throwing haymakers late in the fight, bro. Come on. He throwing nothing but he throws nothing, and a lot of those haymakers didn't. He blocked a lot of that stuff. Philly shell. I mean, a lot of that stuff he blocked. You know what I'm saying? He just couldn't hurt Canelo though. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo ain't gonna fight nobody that can hurt him. He's not gonna fight nobody that can hurt him. That's the one thing that I always hated about Canelo. He's gonna fight a fighter too old to have a continuous attack. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna fight somebody fresh, somebody who has the vitality of a Javon Boots, somebody who can throw. Caleb Pete. I'm just looking at the highlights of the fight. He's not going to fight somebody who can put together a 6-piece combination. You know what I'm saying? And rebound and have a second win. See, he's not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? He's going to stay right there where he can always outwin the person. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, we gonna have to respect the win for him because Caleb Plant is a good fighter. He ain't David Benavidez, but he's not um, um, Bivol or nobody like that. But you know what I'm saying? Not that Bivol is he's not like a superstar or anything like that. But what I'm saying? Somebody who can get in there and bang with Canelo. He's not gonna fight those kind of fights, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You know, this he's gonna win these key pocket fights. You know what I'm saying? Now he's gonna vacate those belts. Uh, Canelo's not gonna hold on to those belts. He's going, bro. With David Benavidez on the horizon, and it's another guy for the IBO. I forgot his name. I have to look him up. I did a video on him. It's the guy for the IBO. He's pretty good. But see, he's not gonna fight those kind of guys. Um, he's not going to fight Jamal Charlo, who's talking about moving up to fight him. And it's just not going to happen. He's going to fight exactly who he wants, and he's going to retire. Right now, he's going to vacate those belts. Now, just, quote me on this now. When you look into the news, you're going to see Canelo Alvarez vacate all those belts. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to try to hold on. He's not going to try to defend them unless it's against somebody real weak. You know what I'm saying? So you can have one type of defense. You know what I mean? So, good fight though. You know what I'm saying? It was exciting as long as it lasted. I think he would retire too. Yeah, he might do that. He might do that. But you can see the people love him. But I'm proud of Caleb Plant because he went out there on the world stage and he performed. He performed. Yeah, it was good shit, bro. I was excited, bro. And I thought Caleb Plant fought beautifully. You know what I'm saying? From 1 to 7, you know what I'm saying? Even 8, you know what I'm saying? He was still hanging in there, you know what I'm saying? He was just getting caught on them ropes. You know what I'm saying? A little too long. He was standing in the pocket a little too long, and he started letting Canelo bang on him, and he finally got clipped, and that was all she wrote. You know, yeah, yeah. It was. I bet a lot of people probably would have won a lot of money if it went to 12. A lot of people would have won a lot of money. But if Caleb Plant just had a little bit more, a little more fortitude, you know what I'm saying, testicle fortitude, you know what I'm saying, he probably could. He could have made it, man. He could have made it. You know what I'm saying? He just taking too many risks. hmm hmm That's exactly what it was. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it was. He wasn't moving enough at all, bro. And but I think that was because those body shots had debilitated. He had took too many shots to the body, man. I mean, the few that did get through, you know what I'm saying? It just, you know what I'm saying? He was just slowing down, you know. No, because every now and then just flick a jab out there. He wasn't as accurate. I was like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? What is going on, man? I was like, man, he's slowing down, bro. That's bad. But I thought he was going to be able to, do some inside stuff. Maybe push Canelo back. Maybe just go all out. You know what I mean? We just say on the rope. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. And then he's going to lean over on the ropes. You know what I'm saying? But he was just tired, bro. That's what it was. He was just tired because he knows better than that. If anybody knows better than that, he knows better than that. And I don't think he kept. That's the only way I can see it. What'd you say? I hate how the ref kept stopping him from turning Canelo. Yeah, yeah. And did you see Canelo? Did you see Canelo was putting his hand out, holding Caleb Plant in place? You know what I'm saying? Even though he didn't, he was punching, but he stopped and he was pushing him into the corners and stuff like that with kind of stiff arming him. Yeah, he said the same ref. When I seen the oh that sure was. When I seen that the ref name was Moore, I said, this rap. You know, I said this is rap. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know, and I think those low blows. I think those low blows was, you know, those low blows that Canelo was designed to stop Caleb Plant from moving too. All them hip shots, and that's an old boxing trick from back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Where the Mexican fighters would hit you on the hips if you were faster than them to keep you from moving. And so Canelo's a veteran. He knows all the good tricks. You know what I'm saying? Hit you in the hips, hit you low like he didn't mean it. You know what I'm saying? And hit you with all your might in your hip. You know what I'm saying? And slow you down. And, he broke him down. He broke him down. You know, with a little help from Computerall, because we know goddamn well Canelo ain't coming out like that in the 10th round. You know what I'm saying? That fresh. You know what I'm saying? Throwing that kind of hate. You know what I'm saying? You see how he ran from Triple G. You know what I'm saying? Triple G was an old man. You know what I'm saying? You said they picked this ref when the fix is in. Yeah, yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. It's me because Britain. I it's boxing has become WWE, bro. You know, with the PEDs and everything. And the thing is, his fans don't care. So they just want to see him win. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to see him at 31. You know what I'm saying? He should be fighting his rivals. You know what I'm saying? And he's not going to give them guys a chance. You know? But you never know. He said he would give Jamal Charlo a chance to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You never know what's going to happen, man. He may try to move up to 175, hit somebody up there. Maybe Bitter Beef or somebody. I think Bitter Beef is like 39 or some shit. It's like almost 40 to cater for the people's champ. Hmm. Yeah, I was getting sick when I seen those scores. When I seen what was his name, Farhood scores, man. Yep. When I seen Farhood scores, I knew. I was like, God damn. He said he said it with no shame. He said, I gave Canelo the last 6 rounds. I was like, what? I'm like, what? You gave Canelo the last 6 rounds. I was like, I just shook my head, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then when I was doing that, that's when Caleb Plant was getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, holy shit. Whole night went to shit in a flight. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was hoping Caleb Plant had a second win or something, man. I was just hoping he pull it out, bro. They people, man. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So who do you think? Who you think? Do you think Canelo will stay at 168? You know what I'm saying, or do you think he'll vacate the belts, or do you think he'll go down and try to fight Earl Spence Jr.? You know what I'm saying? I don't think Earl would you know would I don't know, he might meet him at 160. He was a garbage, yeah, garbage father. Yeah, I gave Canelo the last 6 rounds. I was like, bro, come on. I said, this is foolish. And see, Canelo be so comfortable because he knows he got judges. He knows he got everything in the bag for him. Like my man said, King Canelo, coronation for Canelo. You know, this was a coronation for Canelo. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, Caleb Plant, he came out there, he came to fight. He just didn't have, the punching power. He didn't have the punching power to really beat, to really hurt Canelo. Because I just thought, when he was boxing, he would put more mustard on his punches, and he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't. You know what I'm saying? I thought maybe he was going to display some power, a little bit more power than that. You know what I'm saying? Just enough to keep Canelo honest, and enough rounds floated back for me to have Caleb Plant up. But in the end, you know what I'm saying? He ran out of gas. You know, well, not just run out of gas, but so he got clipped. You know, but I think Canelo corner was a little concerned too. Don't get me wrong now. I think Canelo was his corner was concerned. Edwin Reynoso. He knows how to activate and motivate Canelo. You know, yeah, I thought Caleb had a little bit more power. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the way they were the things with the way his punches. 'Cause even when he went to the body, it looked like Devin Haney going to the body. Not shit on Devin Haney. You know, not shit on Devin Haney, but his punches that he seemed to have, you know, the effect. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, Caleb. Even Canelo was nervous. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was nervous. He was trying to play it cool. He was trying to play it cool hand Luke got in front of his people because he got to perform. You know, and he knows he got to perform. Big. That's another thing. Is that Caleb Plant should have gotten on his bike. Yeah, you know what? You're right because But you know what? They never would have gave him a decision. You know, boxing. They would have never gave him a decision boxing. You know, because some of them rounds, uh, Canelo didn't land. He didn't land 10 punches, bro. He didn't land 10 punches in some of them fights. I mean, some of them rounds. He didn't land 10 punches, but that was a Canelo round, And I think everybody knows, that that's how it is when you're fighting a star. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to fight his direction. That kills it for me. But I just wish, yeah, he missed his ass off, bro. Even when they was trying to, even when they were trying to crash on the clips, he was missing. That shit was embarrassing. Yeah, Canelo goes to the body. Oh, he missed. Oh, Canelo uppercut. Oh, he missed. But you saw Kid Plant hit him, and that was the crazy thing about it. You saw Kid Plant land, and you saw Canelo missing. But in the end, saying Canelo, all he had to do was land a couple of punches, and damn, that just kind of messed up his whole case. Because if he would have lost the decision, imagine if Caleb Plant was able to endure and he went to a decision, then he would have had an argument, what I'm saying? Because you could have went back and seen Canelo listen and been like, Caleb Plant won this fight, but he just miscalculated at the end with all that leaning and shit on going towards the ropes, you know, he just kind of miscalculated the whole thing, man. I mean, I think he had the right game plan. He just didn't have the intangibles. You know what I'm saying? He needed to keep Canelo a little bit more honest and to push Canelo back. You said you thought, yeah, I thought it was going to go 12. Well, really, I thought really, Caleb was going to do something about his stamina, maybe stop Canelo, because I didn't think Canelo's stamina. He can have all these easy fights, and he's not used to a competitive, fight. But he got more experience than Caleb Plant. And to me, it looked like Canelo was concentrating more. He was concentrating more on relax. I don't know if you saw that. It looked like every time he went back because you said now, you said I was going by movement. Well, did you notice that after every round, Canelo, he was like almost be like he was on tranquilizers or something, like he was like really trying to relax, you know what I'm saying, and be loose and stuff. When Canelo fight, what you said when Canelo fight guys who move, it goes 12. Yeah, you would think, you know what I'm saying? You would think, you know what I'm saying? But Kill Plant, I thought he was the man to get that done. But I was wrong. I was wrong. Still a good fight though. Still a great fight. Another one for the books. Canelo is one more step towards retirement. He's in the history books now. So 168-pound champion, a fourth belt here. Man, you know what I'm saying? We got this one out the way. Now we got to go see Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter. What do you think about that one? It's me, Britt. What do you think about that? About Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford? Yeah, yeah. I'm happy for him. Yeah, he made a lot of money. You know, he fought well. You know what I'm saying? He don't have any reason to hold his head down. Not at all. Caleb Plant, he went out there, he fought his heart out, and he showed that he belongs in the same class as Canelo and the top of the division. I think he proved that he was a champion. He said Crawford. Yeah, Porter has no power, but Porter has stamina and he has tenacity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do you think that could give Terrence Crawford any problems? You know what I'm saying? Because Crawford, one thing about him is lately he haven't been using his legs the way he used to. I wonder if that's because of age or that's because the lower caliber of opponents he's been facing. You know what I'm saying? But we'll find out November 23rd. You know, um, you know, we'll find out. And I don't like Porter's attitude pre-fight either. He don't get mean. Now, he got mean with Earl Smith Jr. and Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? But I guess Crawford is his friend, so he's not trying to, you know, he's not trying to give that energy and that bad blood energy. But yeah, I can see Crawford beating Sean Porter, but it's going to be an interesting test for Crawford. And hopefully he'll come through with shining colors because I want to see him fight Earl Spence Jr. And maybe that fight could be next. Even though Earl got Virgil Ortiz who's moving up in the IBF, and I think it's somebody else uh, for the WBA. Well, WBA got some kind of city tournament going on. I think Crawford will stop him and make it look easy. That's a possibility. That is a possibility. You know what I'm saying? That's highly possible. Crawford is probably the most skilled boxer in boxing today. He's probably the most skilled. You know what I'm saying? But there's other things to consider. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about boxing, because uh, Terrence Crawford like 5'2", and I know Porter don't have any power, but it will give him a chance to stay in the fight. The closer Porter is able to stay, the closer Porter is able to stay to Crawford, the more he'll survive. You know what I'm saying? What you say, it's written. It says because he has no pound, he's just wild. Porter is, yeah, Porter's wild, and you know that head. You know what I'm saying? If he comes in there with some braids on, if Porter comes in there with some braids on, bro, it's gonna be a tough night for Terrence Crawford. If he come in there with some braids on, bro, and moving slow with some beads of sweat on his forehead, it's gonna be a tough night for Crawford because he coming in there for work. Yeah. Hey, when you seen a lot, if you saw that Errol Spence fight, you saw Errol blocking his head and keeping his head from, what I'm saying, coming up and butting him in the face and stuff like that. Earl was, but then the ref stopped Earl from leaning on him and hitting him. You know what I'm saying? So the refs put an end to that because I think the fight would have ended. I think he could have got Sean Porter out of there if that ref would allow Errol Spence to lean on him and hit him. You know what I'm saying? But the ref put an end to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Earl leaning over on top of him and using putting his weight on him and stuff like that. But the ref was like, hell no, you can't do that. And but we've seen that. We've seen it in fights before where the ref allows that. They keep on doing it. You know what I'm saying? But, Errol's kind of clean and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? Uh, it's 1 o'clock. Oh, thank you for stopping by. This great man. Earl got that note down. Got that note down. But man, we're gonna take it on in. I got to get up and work tomorrow. I appreciate you supporting me. It's me, Britt, man. But we're gonna sign on out, and you know what I'm saying. I'll see you guys next one, man. Um, it's been cool kind of boxing. See you guys. You know what I'm saying, on the next fight. I think the next fight is Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Look out for my videos. And thank you, Miss Brittany, man, for supporting me. Salute to you, my brother. Love and support, man. We'll get some more. We'll get bigger. We'll get better. See you in the